Welcome back to Kansas City. Today we're going to ask a simple question and then we're going to answer it as well. A lot of brokers out there come with a question that maybe they're afraid to ask, or they've been doing our business for a while and so now they're like, well, I should already know this. So we're going to go through this and answer these two questions very, very quickly. In general, inside of our small group space or inside of group benefits in the U.S., people divide it into three markets. They say there's fully insured, there's level funding, and there's self-funding. All level funded plans are self-funded. So when you say it's three segments of it, it's basically a special kind of self-funded plan. And those are really broken out by group size. If you have a really large plan, you can truly do self-funding. And that is a very large plan. Think the post office. Think hundreds of thousands of employees. And you have enough money ballasted to where you can cover the claims. Because claims are variable because people have events. Risk is basically a big pool of variability. Number two, level funded groups generally, as we define them, go from about 5 on the very small size, and there's companies that go smaller, we do not. So 5 is about as small as you can go, and then you go up to about 250 on a level funded chassis. Somewhere around 100, people are going to start to shift a little away from a level funded and more towards a modified self-funded contract with out the widgets of level funding. What are those widgets? Well, primarily there's 3 widgets. You have a claims account that is effectively pre-funded corporate deductible, whether it's a ag or spec. So money goes into that claims account, whether you have claims or not, to ballast everything out so it's more even month to month. Additionally, there's another widget, which is called advances. So if you have big claims that come in early in the plan year and you haven't funded your entire, quote, corporate deductible or your spec or ag deductible for the year, those advances will cover it as you continue to pay and it'll be absorbed. And then number 3, you also have a thing called stop loss. Now that corporate deductible that we mentioned is tied to a stop loss policy or program or contract that says, all right, over X, these boys are going to be on the hook to simultaneously reimburse the plan so that everybody is paid and made whole as it goes. Now, so whenever you look at level funded versus self-funded, level funded just has additional widgets as opposed to a self-funded plan or different widgets. Now, if you compare that to fully insured, they are different. People who want to say it's just like fully insured about level funding, either they're not educated on the fact or they're trying to avoid some certain things. Fully insured is a coverage window that says if you're covered and fully insured, during that time period, I'm on the hook. Level funded says if you're covered on that certain time period and the claim comes in a timely manner. So there's a closeout period on those claims. Generally, it's about 18 months or 24 months. Then you're good to go. The self-funded plan or the level funded plan operates on a self-funded plan document. It is under ERISA. Now, most of the time, these plans abide by ACA regulations, so they're ACA compliant, but they don't have to be because they are governed by a different document. Fully insured plans are governed by the ACA in almost all cases. If there's an exception to it, I don't know it, but there may be. So because of that, there's a little bit of a different nuance in the regulatory structure. There's a bit more risk on a level funded plan, especially if you have claims that come in 3-4 years after the fact. Some hospital says you didn't pay for this anesthesiologist in 2021. It's 2025 as we record this. You're on the hook. Well, on a level funded plan, the plan's already closed. So where do you want that money to come from? On a fully insured plan, well, okay, we covered that area. It's done. That's the biggest shift. There is a little bit more risk with level funding versus fully insured, but that's the big difference. So as you look at these, if you have groups that are from 5 to about 200, they may fall in the level funded category. If you have over that, they're going to be more of a self-funded with a different set of widgets that they put on the plan. And all groups can go fully insured. But when you go fully insured, realize you lose the benefits of self-funding. And the biggest thing you lose is transparency. They don't tell you where the money goes. They don't tell you if you're overpaying. They don't want you to know. It's a black box. So because of that, when you go from fully insured to level funded, yes, you do have late claims risk, obviously. But you also have the ability to actually see where all of your money is going. And if you have sunshine and transparency there, you have better costs, you have better future, and you're keeping your money where it belongs in the direction of your company, rather than shipping it off to some aggregator, some Wall Street firm that then says, thank you very much, and we're done. That's the big shift. So if you want transparency, if you want to see if you can't get a little bit better prices and rates for your clients so that you can keep more of your money on Main Street, and if you want them to benefit from being prudent in their care consumption, getting generics instead of name brand, level funding is the way for you to go. Now, if you don't want to think about it, if your company's got so much money that I don't even want to care, I'm some, tobacco company in the late 80s, who cares? It's only money. Well, fine. Keep going fully insured. But if you're living in the same America I am, level funding is the way to go for small group. All right. We'll see you out there. Hope that made sense.